Greetings, everyone. Greetings, and welcome to Megalife21 Live. I am your host, James P. Madonna of Megalife21 and Progressive Discussions. And we are coming to you live right on YouTube. And I have my very special guest returning for either the third or the fourth time on my show. Your memory's probably a little better than mine.
Probably four, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in total. Yeah, Mr. Mick Von Raven from Chicago, Illinois. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you for having me, kind sir.
I am always happy to have you on my show. I know we did live shows before. I'm not sure how many, but you know, it's really exciting to go live and of course have it recorded at the same time right on YouTube, and awesome. to be able to promote the show ahead of time in advance.
Self-empowering.
Oh yeah, it's great. And it's uncensored like everything I do. Actually, Mick Von Raven is also an administrator on my Facebook page called Progressive Discussions. And he is a progressive warrior. That is why he is an administrator. And he is part of our fine organization. We pull no punches, no holds barred, real hard-hitting truth is what it's all about. And most importantly, we want to urge everyone with a pulse and a heartbeat and the ability to get to the polls to vote in the United States. Everyone should vote, and I mean everyone.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. People say, oh, what's the point? Well, you know what? It's a gift that we have that our forefathers gave to us, and not many people even think about it. They just blow it off, and we end up in the calamities we're in right now.
And a free election is indeed a gift, and also our forefathers had a very good reason for keeping church and state separated. And, you know, let's put it this way. I'm going to put it in very simple layman's terms. The less people in the United States, I'm talking about the general population, the bottom 98%, the less of those individuals that vote, the greater the chances that Republicans will get elected, because historically, statistically, when the asses of the masses get to the polls and vote, Republicans always lose elections, which is a good thing, you know. And then, of course, the crazy lunatics, the evangelical zealot religious nuts, and the hateful, bigoted racists, well, they make it their business to get to the polls and vote Republican. But most people, normal, average, law-abiding, you know, citizens with a normal brain, you know, millennials, college kids, women, minorities, everybody in the general population usually elects those that have their best interests, which is either well, the Democrats, they're not the Democrats of FDR anymore and Harry Truman and JFK.
Oh, they're the tanking Democrats. We put our faith in their hands, and they have done really nothing for us.
Well, the DNC of 2016 is an embarrassment and despicable. They are corporate whores, corporatists, and of course they rigged the election for Democratic Socialist Bernie Sanders. And I'm proud to say I am a Democratic Socialist, and I support our revolution. And it's the only fair form of government for the middle class and the poor. It works in Scandinavian countries in Northern Europe. It's time proven for decades. And, you know, it just makes for an all-round happy general population. There's nothing I mean, heaven forbid Americans should actually be happy.
Well, you know, it's not in the top 1%'s interest to go that route. So the companies, you know, the people pulling the strings behind the scenes aren't going to ever let that happen here.
And I'm trying to, I've been thinking about greed, obsessive greed of the top 2% of the population, the oligarchy. Is it a mental illness? Is it demonically influenced? Is it evil? I don't know. Maybe it's both, but it's an obsession that they have, and they're willing to take the whole country down with their greed. And it seems like that is what is happening. You know, I'm very proud to say that the current president of Mexico and the former president, Vicente Fox, they just announced Mexico's very first payment of the infamous wall. And this is the payment that I saw on the banner.
I get it, man. Double your trouble for that shit.
Hey, you want our Mexico's first payment for your stupid wall? Here it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, the taco. Oh yeah, remember Donald Trump? I eat taco bowls. I love Hispanics. I eat taco bowls. But anyway, Vicente Fox has some really clever, smart videos on YouTube concerning our orange-headed jack-o'-lantern narcissistic president. But, you know, the theme of this show, because I know I digressed, is social media's hypocritical, phony, fake community standards, quote unquote, because
at that term, it's so ridiculous.
Because Mick Von Raven and myself, these are one of the things we have in common. We have a bone to pick with social media. In this case, it's Facebook and the ridiculous people at their main office with their community standards where they put people in Facebook prison. They banned them for 30 days, often for something they might not have done personally themselves. But I lost, since 2012, I lost my original Facebook account only because I posted a link to photographs of, there were selfies of the Nature Boy Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte, in the nude. Now, maybe they're right-wing puritanical evangelicals at Facebook main office. I don't know. But they felt that nudity was a reason to take away all the hard work that I put in and to destroy my original Facebook profile, all because of nudity.
A link, no less. A freaking link to nudity.
Yeah.
Not even a picture.
Yeah, but I mean, this guy named, I think his name is Tom Nolan. He's the one that ratted me out. He's a Hillary Clinton supporter, and he ratted me out. And then he claims he didn't do it, and I found out he really did rat me out deliberately. And then he profusely apologized. Yeah, thanks a lot for destroying all those years of time and hard work I put into developing what I've developed since 2012. But luckily, I'm back in the saddle again. And thanks to my loyal administrators, Holistic Health Talk with the great Mario Petrus of Petrus Fitness, yourself, Mick Von Raven, my talk show partner, co-host, the Reverend Dr. William J. Eisenman. And I'm back with Holistic Health Talk, Everything is Food, and of course, Progressive Discussions Facebook page. I still have a Twitter page that's doing great. And these shows. So I think it's insane. I think it's petty. And the reason why I think it's petty, and I will let Mick Von Raven tell his story with my mouth going shut. But I will say this. The word hypocrite is very appropriate because if you're gonna ban someone for nudity, then why are you allowing all these fake scammer profiles from Nigeria and Ghana, Africa? Why are you constantly spamming Facebook members? You're throwing barrage after barrage of spam advertisements down their throat nonstop. You're harassing people with Facebook pages to spend $5 or $10 to boost every upload. And now, Mick Von Raven, the new thing is Facebook is loaded with prostitutes peddling their profession, sending men emails, and I was told by someone on my friends list, so-called friends list. They should call it an acquaintance list, you know. But anyway, I know what's happening. It's like scammers from Africa, and now prostitutes are harassing Facebook members. Oh, but that's okay with the Facebook main office. Oh, that's fine.
Paying them, for all we know. There used to be a rumor when I used to play those Zynga games on Facebook that you could pay to cheat, and I believe that was true, and I believe Facebook operates the same way. If we were to, you know, boost a post and, you know, pay for this and pay for that, I bet you they'd really like us much more.
So the hawk-nosed, eagle-beaked Mark Zuckergeek with his little gold digger Asian wife, he probably, you know what, who knows, maybe he gets a cut from all of these.
Oh yes, I'm sure. How else can you buy that island?
Yeah, the island that, incidentally, he wants to throw native Hawaiian people off of.
Yeah, he seems like the type that would like to rule the world.
Zionist, big schnozzolets, Zionist.
Game of Thrones in real life is where he wants to be, on an iron throne, man.
I mean, 700, Mick Von Raven, 700 acres is not enough land for a puny little big-nosed geek and his little short Asian wife. I mean, 700 acres is not enough.
And what's he doing with those acres? Is he doing anything good for ecology or helping the world? No. But
grow hemp, for God's sake. Do something important, you know?
Yeah, you know, hemp was ruled out because they couldn't make enough money off of it. They could have been making everything out of plastic and made out of hemp to this day.
Hemp is by far the most versatile, important, and often miraculous cash crop on God's green earth. Hemp is good for so many purposes, and it blows away what we know. I mean, for God's sakes, Betsy Ross's flag was made from hemp. Our founding fathers grew hemp.
Hemp is strong and durable. I wanted to walk it back for a second with that prostitutes. I've been propositioned on Facebook. Someone wanted to know, have I ever been with a escort? And it's only $400 an hour or $1,600 for the night. Oh, by all means, let me get the cash together and get right back to you.
Yeah, but you're only paying for their quote-unquote companionship. Yeah. Companionship. They used to be, once upon a time, they used to advertise on Craigslist, and now they're all on Backpage, but they have to be careful on how they word things. But, you know, it is America's, the world, what am I saying? It is the world's oldest profession, but at least with the prostitute, you are getting something in return, as opposed to the politician, the career politician, where you're getting nothing in return. They're just stealing the tax money, and you're trying to steal your Social Security and giving you really nothing in return but lies. And but getting back to the hypocrisy of social media, community standards, you know, in the Bible there are no big giant sins, medium-sized sins, and little tiny nano sins. Sin is sin. So you're going to tell you're gonna like terminate someone's profile for nudity. Well, for God's sakes, what are you doing to all the members on social media? You know, and I know what Big Nose Zucker Geek would say. He would say, "Oh, you're getting it for free, aren't you?" You know, they always have a comeback.
Well, the thing that really, you know, I want to say gets my goat or pisses me off is they don't even really give you a voice. This is the voice we have, what we're doing now. They don't listen to any kind of a, you know, when you try to do a rebuttal or you know, try to oppose them, they just squash you and you're banned and you have no say so. I've been banned at least 4 or 5 times, 30 days, and you can't poke anyone. You can't send messages. People keep asking where you're at. It's just
the only thing. There's probably 2 phases of being banned. There's one phase where that's not 30 days, where you can still instant message people privately on Facebook, and then there's the big kahuna, which is what happened to you, right?
Yeah, they have hilarious number of bans. One ban is you can't post in groups. Another ban is you can't post anything. Another ban is you're poking people too much. Another ban is you're posting too often.
Why have poking?
Yeah, I don't know. The whole they used to have spank people. They got rid of that. That was pretty hilarious.
You know, when you poke somebody more than a few times, a message comes up on Facebook that says, "You have poked this person a total of 4 times." Like they're reprimanding you for poking too much.
Yeah,
then why have a poke? Why have a poke button that works, that pokes?
I'm telling you, I believe it's all about cash. If we were to start paying for services on Facebook, I can almost guarantee you we wouldn't even be talking about this. I'm on day 27 of my latest ban. My last ban, I've been banned for several months. I was doing pretty well. I thought maybe the person that was watching me maybe had left the organization. I believe they have one person watching me, if I had to guess, because I've been banned so many times. It has to be one, you know, right-wing evangelical Christian or some Jewish person that doesn't like.
Oh, yeah. Facebook does not. Facebook is so paranoid about offending someone. And I think the reason why they're walking on eggshells is because that's one less person they could spam with all their fucking advertisements.
Oh,
you know, that's one less customer, so to speak, that they get harassed with everything. When my original profile was terminated because of Charlotte Flair's selfies, someone named from the Facebook main office named Mary, and someone named Bruce Wayne. Oh yeah, that's a real name. Yeah, let me do Donald Trump with the figure. Oh yeah, Bruce Wayne. That's a real name of someone from the main office. I sent them a long rebuttal. I was like the late Johnny Cochran, man. I razzled them and dazzled them, and you know what? They didn't care. They just totally blew me off, and that's it. Final decision. You're terminated. You know, it's like
another country, by the way. Those kind of antics. That's not America we know.
Hey, if someone doesn't like a particular show on cable TV, change the channel or change the radio station. Or quit the group if you don't like the nature of the group. I mean, I had a group called that I named after the Seinfeld episode. That this group is about nothing, and I wanted it to be a no holds barred, uncensored, everything and anything goes group, and it was going fine for a while until I posted the Charlotte Flair selfies and this. Tom Nolan, douchebag, Hillary Clinton carpet muncher, decided to rat me out. So, and then the administrator that I thought was my friend that I did shows with, he Sash Boyle, which is not even his real name. Sash is not his real name. Sashay Boyle totally blew me off about making me administrator once again. I'm the one that founded and created the group Hard Hitting Truth, and this group is about nothing. Sash Boyle totally blew me off and ignored me. He made this other guy, this African-American man that is on my friends list. He made him administrator. I asked him to make me administrator of Hard Hitting Truth. He blew me off. Maybe he's power hungry and he doesn't want to share. Hey, it's my group. Everything in that group, including the name, the title, everything was created by me. I'm the founder of Holistic Health Talk, which has over 7,000 members. I'm the founder of the International Food and Drink Group. So this Sashay Boyle that I did shows with, who's supposed to be a progressive, but in reality, he's a neo-liberal because he doesn't believe, you know, he believes in pandering and giving special treatment to certain lobbying groups, and he likes the DNC. He likes. It seemed to me that he liked Hillary Clinton for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but you know, he's a closet neoliberal that criticizes neoliberals. Well, anyway, he abandoned Hard Hitting Truth and left it to this guy, this black guy that will not reinstate me as administrator. So, you know, there are backstabbers out there in this world, and you have to be very careful who you befriend.
I messaged him when you got banned, and he did not respond. And you know, sometimes you find out who your friends are when you're down and out. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, guess what? That's why I mention his name every now and then.
Exactly. He deserves the horns, that motherfucker.
Yeah, and Sash Boyle, who passes himself off as a Californian. He went from he's actually from Cleveland, Ohio. He went from Cleveland to San Diego. Now he's in San Francisco, and he is a scumbag and a douchebag and a backstabber. And you know, he doesn't like. I don't think he really likes open mind. I mean, independent, critical, free thinkers with an open mind, because he walks on eggshells. Because he's really a neoliberal. He walks on eggshells. He's so afraid of offending someone. Personally, I don't care. I just believe in the truth, and I'll tell you the truth. But I want you to tell your personal social media story on how you ended up in Facebook prison for 30 days.
Well, my latest round, I believe it happened. There was some post I found for my page. I have a page called Looking Good. It's an adult page. It says right on there, 18 and older only. And it contained nudity. It contained a quick view of a woman's vagina, which I didn't post it. I just shared it on my page, and they did me wrong. I didn't even create the post. They're supposed to punish the person that created the post and delete it. They punished me, and I don't know how you can punish me when there's groups that have full frontal nudity and sex in them all over the place, but somehow I'm being singled out. They've deleted pages I've had before. They deleted groups I've had before. I made secret groups. You know, like I said, sometimes it's a witch hunt. I haven't been banned for 30 days in several months, but you know, it comes at a bad time. I'm followed by over 300 people. I have 1,600 friends. You know, not all of them are real people. We know that. But you know, I do some things of value on Facebook, not just the Looking Good page. You know, I'm part of Progressive Discussions. I also
I'm sorry.
No problem. I contribute, and I post pictures of concerts I've just been to that people really enjoy, of popular and well-known bands. You know, I'm there doing some fun things. I'm not there just bashing people. I don't ever go on witch hunts. I don't ever try to hurt people. So, you know, Facebook, I got 3 more days, and, you know, I think it goes to prove that we spend an inordinate amount of time on social media and don't always get back what we put into it. And that's not, you know, it's, some people want to say it's our own fault. Well, you know, we get programmed to enjoy text, emails, social media. It's a way to try to control us and could take up all of our time.
Well, you are probably our foremost authority on rock and roll, heavy metal. In my opinion, you contribute a great deal to heavy metal and rock and roll in general, and you're very knowledgeable about the music industry as well as progressive politics, and looking good. You folks out there that are not familiar with it, it has probably more quality eye candy than any other page.
Thank you.
You know, you're very diversified, and you multitask at a very high speed. I mean, I sometimes it amazes me how you do all the different things that you do in a short amount of time when you're on Facebook. But you do it. I mean, you contribute a tremendous amount, and the rock videos are fantastic. And you know that goofy Facebook page about Festivus and Krampus. Well, nobody's. It's in limbo right now because no one is
the admin.
Is an admin. No one's an admin.
Create another one, brother.
At least with a group, if there's no admins, the first admin that feels like being an admin becomes an admin. I just want to give people that tip, that if you lose your account and you come back with a new account and you go to your group, if it's in limbo, if a group is in limbo and there's no admins, you can be an admin selectively on your own. And that's how I got back on my physical fitness page. No one was an admin. It was in limbo. And Facebook asked me, "You want to be an admin?" I go, "Sure. Why not? It's my group." Click. But this page, it's totally in limbo, and there's no way for me to finagle to be an admin or a moderator. So it's gone. It's in limbo. But you know, I had a lot of paranormal stuff on it too. You know, a lot of psychic.
Can you shut it down and reopen a new page?
You know what? I don't have the energy. I'm so busy.
I understand.
You know, I put so much into that page. It's like, it's frustrating dealing with this crap, which is part of the title of this live show. It's just the bullshit from the Facebook main office. It's uncalled for. It's hypocritical. I mean, hey, Tumblr. You've heard of a website called Tumblr.
I wanted to bring that up. Tumblr and Twitter, anything goes. Freedom.
You know, they allow full nudity and sexuality on Tumblr.
Yeah, there and Twitter both allow anything you want. I love Tumblr.
Twitter. So Twitter, if some lady of the evening wanted to go on Twitter and post a video of her having sex, or let's say a porn star,
done. Twitter
will not like ban them.
Nope. Believe me, I know. There's tons of them on Twitter. Tons. And then Twitter knows what I like, and they suggest that I follow this, that one, and the other. The thing I was going to say about Facebook is how many things on Facebook you see videos where people are getting hurt and it's supposed to be funny. That's what Facebook's about now. It's about funniest videos of someone getting their teeth knocked out, getting punched out, getting hurt another way. It's like Jackass. That's what Facebook's all about now. I don't like those videos. I don't share them when people get hurt. I see that's one thing that rules the day now on Facebook.
I have a friend that sends me gory real life videos that I don't care to look at. It's almost like the ancient Roman Colosseum, where all the people, like, when thumbs down, kill them, you know, like bloodlust. I don't enjoy seeing people get hurt or killed.
It's not cool at all.
Murdered. I don't find it amusing. I don't find the Jackass show amusing at all. If the guy wants to stick an M80 firecracker up his ass, and you know what I mean, hey, yeah, man,
that's not for me. But it's either that or tons of fuzzy bunnies. It's such a dichotomy of violence and you know, family values.
Well, it's kind of the family values people. They start to get a bit nauseating. You know, I mean, how many fuzzy bunny and kitten and puppy photos and photos of their grandchildren? How many could you see?
There's thousands of them on there.
You know, it's like baby duck taking picture with the cat adopts the baby duck. Oh, how sweet!
Real life, a normal cat would have already eaten that baby duckling.
Hey, I got news for you.
Brought it to you as a gift. That's
if our beloved pets were a little larger than us, and they skipped a few meals.
They need us. Yeah.
We would be on their menu.
It's happened with multiple Rottweilers. Yeah.
Well, or the Cane Corso, the Canary Islands Mastiffs. That guy had two of them in New York City, and they killed this woman in the apartment building. Yeah,
that's not the fuzzy bunny that we know, eh?
No, they don't understand about the food chain. I mean, I've had extreme fanatical extremist vegans on Holistic Health Talk bawl me out and lecture me because I consume dairy products or I wear leather boots. Let me tell you something. There's something since the beginning of time called the food chain.
In natural selection as well.
Right. Yeah, they're what does that mean? You want to exterminate all carnivorous creatures? You know, you want to exterminate, you want to tamper with the food chain. You want to I have to wear vinyl pointy Western boots because you're the vegan.
Your ass off in vinyl. It doesn't breathe whatsoever.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like, get the hell out of here. There's nothing like the smell and feel and look of a real leather boots.
Oh, jackets, new jackets, they're special.
Yeah, you want to laugh? I'll show you something funny. Hey, vegans, you want to see something funny? Here's a Velcro wallet, like the Seinfeld episode where Morty Seinfeld says, I hate Velcro. It has that tearing sound. There you go. A Velcro. Does this make you happy, vegans? No leather. Oh.
Well, you know, that makes me cry. There's a thing to
be crying in the wallet.
Do vegetables actually, the things that vegans eat, don't they have some kind of feelings?
Hey,
I guarantee you they're living organisms, so that's a falsehood.
You know what's next? I mean, I have posted articles on the food group about how much I love cauliflower. I think a vegan is gonna scold me about murdering cauliflower. Oh, you moited the cauliflower, you rat bastard, you.
With some nice butter and a little salt.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking about all those places in Chicago that I see on the Travel Channel. You know, the Italian roast beef sandwich and and your special hot dogs and of course
pizza
and you know, tell me something. In Chicago, is Saturday in the Park really like the 4th of July? Or that was just a song, right?
It depends on what you're on. You're high in life, you know, you're high on something other than life.
Oh, I got scolded by some Indian Hindus that I know from the fitness group. They're members of the food group, right? And I posted a banner because I thought it was very humorous. And it said it was a photo of a beautiful, big black Angus steak. It looked like a ribeye steak, right?
Oh, yummy.
And it says on the banner, I'm a secondhand vegetarian. Cows eat grass, and I eat the cows.
Exactly. It's part of the
secondhand vegan.
It's the food chain you mentioned. You know,
it's the food chain. I mean, what can I say? Don't take it up. Don't fight with me. Take it up with the Lord. You know, I mean, it's the food chain.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me show you my hold on, my Mayan artifacts.
I'm doing the countdown of 3 more days back on Facebook where I can actually answer the latest message.
You know what? I always have fun when I do live shows with you, man, because we not only get to the nitty-gritty of important, serious subjects, but we also have a lot of natural wit and humor. Okay.
Like to touch on the obvious and the ridiculous.
You ready? You ready to offend the Facebook main office and Mark Zuckergeek?
Please do.
Okay, here we go. Now these are Mayan statues that I got in Cancun, well, Tulum. They're Mayans having sex.
Nice.
I mean, I guess sexual positions basically haven't changed over thousands of years. It's pretty much the same thing, right?
Get it in and get it on.
Yeah, here we got the doggy style.
You got a nice 69. 2 can dine. It was so fine.
68. She does you. You owe her one. Here we got, or you can turn it the other way. 9
and 2 fingers.
Right. Yeah. You know, you get the Mayan woman on top of the
that reverse cowboy, or they call it.
Yeah, and then we got Manja Manja, as you say in Italian, with old 69. 69, okay, 68, 69, okay. So, you know, here's
all sex includes oral. We must know that by now.
Well, you kill two fish with one oyster with the 69, or 2 boys with 1 stone, right? So anyway, that's a little offensiveness for the Facebook main office.
Art, the way we see it.
Yeah, let me see. Ayatollah Asahola. Let me see this. What? Hey, I guess the native Mayans had very well developed gluteus maximus, or maximi, or whatever you call it.
Nicely done.
I tell you, I never said we were PG rated here on Megalife21 Live with Mick Von Raven. No.
We're NC-17 all the way, brother.
A heavy metal enthusiast with the looking good page. You know, we can't be PG.
I've also got my rock and roll brothers, sisters, and people page. I love that one too.
Yes. Oh yeah. Definitely post this show on with your followers. They're gonna really enjoy the show.
I have my MVP page. That's where I post this. That's where my most witty stuff goes.
MVP. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you have a following. I'm sure.
Somebody on that page posting for me while I'm been banned. I don't have anyone working on the other pages though, but hopefully people will come back after I get on there and start posting again.
I
also love a lot of other music too, but metal is the thing of the day right now.
Yeah. Here my hand carved from the island of Bali, incense burner, and my favorite gargoyle.
Nicely done.
Okay, my favorite gargoyle. All right, got them. And then I'll show you my, I know we're digressing, but,
we're having fun.
Yeah, we're having a
We can't have much fun on Facebook right now. We're having it in real life.
Right. And then I got that I got from Cabo San Lucas, Mexico this year. I got my sugar skulls, the Day of the Dead.
Nice.
Which is November 1st and 2nd. Well, November 1st is All Souls Day, and the Day of the Dead is November 2nd. And they call these the sugar skulls. I got 2 of these.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, they're very good. I love it. I love October, and I love autumn holidays. I think they're the most fun. I think they really are. I enjoy the season of autumn, and
I work with a guy that hates Halloween. I don't know if he just hates the commerciality of it, but I love Halloween.
Listen. You remember that old movie? What was it? Tim Burton, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that? Remember how the world of Halloween? It had to go. I think one of the ghouls that lived there, it was like another dimension where everything was Halloween 24/7, and then they had to go to Christmas World, and I just loved it. Is it Tim Burton's? Yeah, Tim Burton.
Yeah, that was his, all right.
Yeah, all of his movies are fantastic. I just, you know,
really explosive mind. Edward Scissorhands, Batman.
Well,
Beetlejuice.
I'm able to really focus and find humor in SpongeBob. A lot of people.
That's funny stuff.
A lot of people say I'm out of my mind, but if you study Eugene Krabs, Mr. Krabby, he is the perfect Republican business owner. And, you know, Larry the Lobster, all of them, Squidward, it's just a funny freaking cartoon. I mean, but you have to focus on the content of it. You know, you can't just look at it and say, oh, how stupid. You know, you got to really focus on it. Like South Park, you know, and
Simpsons were good. Our first several years were good.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, when they went to the next door neighbor and says, we're asking for your daughter's hand, and the father thought they wanted to propose to her, but they actually just wanted her hand. They wanted to get their bishop waxed or their chicken choked, or yeah, they just wanted their hand. Then the father tried to beat him up.
Wax off.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta love the new adult-oriented cartoons. You know, the adult humor.
Adult Swim is great.
Yeah, but anyway, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas Pooh, he comes from inside of you. You know. Hey, Mr. Hanky, the Christmas pie. There's a whole song. I just don't know all the words.
I'm trying to figure out when I get back, you know, from my sabbatical of 30 days off, of if I should go and put the time in at Facebook I did, or try to live my life without as much Facebook.
No, you know what? What bothers me is that you were penalized for something you didn't do.
Exactly. Unfairly, without even a rebuttal. It makes me wonder. You know, I'm in a group, I'm not even going to mention the name. They're posting sex and full frontal nudity. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't post in there because I do not want to get in trouble. You know, Big Brother watching. So, you know, they can do that, which is fine with me, but right. I get banned for reposting some other post. I lost friends over certain posts. It was like not even nude ones. I had not rock and roll, hot rods. Hot rods are one of my favorite things too. I don't own one, but I love them. You know, yeah. I started posting in a hot rod group, and they start saying, well, you're posting too often. In my opinion, you can never post too often on Facebook. That's what it's all about. Yeah,
but Mick, you're contributing in a positive way to the group.
Yeah, and they got upset about it, and Facebook started telling them every one of my posts was spam. And then, I've had so many things.
What are you supposed to do? Absolutely nothing? Why belong to anything if they want you to be inactive? Why even be a member of anything?
Facebook's about discovery. You discover new bands, new hot rods, new women, new friends. It's all supposed to be about discovery and sharing. And I laugh when someone gets mad when you share their post. That's a tribute to them, and they probably didn't create it themselves.
I mean, I know a couple people that I enjoy their posts because they're classic car enthusiasts. They're nostalgic car enthusiasts. I know a man who has very entertaining videos on YouTube, beer reviews. He's a craft beer expert, Professor Dave Coulter. Okay, he's on my food group. He posts really entertaining beer reviews. You know, he samples every beer imaginable. I enjoy those posts. I enjoy the nostalgic automobile posts. People that restore classic cars. You know, these are things of interest. It's like, you know, if somebody's a golf fanatic, I'm not going to put them down. That's what they love.
Yeah, you're not going to follow them either, but that's your choice. You made a choice like many other people can. I lost a friend over this. I forget the guy's name even. I think it was Russ or something. And he unfriended me because Facebook kept telling me I was bringing spam to the group. It was really upsetting to me.
I know somebody that lost personal friends that they know face to face because of the 2016 politics. Because he supported Bernie Sanders, and they were Trumpanzees.
Oh my goodness!
And he lost personal friends over this. It's you know, our society has become so petty, really, and hypocritical. You know, I mean, I was never a fan of censorship, and I think censorship is wrong because it'll never stop. It'll increase. You know, it'll get to the point where we will be living in a total fascist nation.
Yeah, well, let's just say Facebook's going to fall right in line with that fascism. They're already doing it before even Mr. Chimp is in office. They were doing their kind of Nazi control.
Yeah, they were, because all the hateful, racist, bigot, rednecks, you know, they keep on re-electing Republicans in the House and Senate, and this is what they want. They're still fighting the Civil War, and they want to blame all their problems on people of color and Mexicans, and you know, this is the problem we have because the average American is not voting. Getting back to, you know, what I said before.
Yeah, they're not voting at all. It's really disheartening. Turnout's super low, and then these guys steal elections.
Yeah, they do. The elections are being possibly rigged now. Possibly,
probably, I'd say.
Most probably, yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of social media, I used to have people make fun of me when I said the word MySpace. But let me tell you something about MySpace. MySpace allowed me to custom design my profile and put any background I wanted. MySpace allowed me to put animations that worked on my profile. I could put, I had flashing, blinking stars one time as a background, like my profile was the universe. I had fireplaces with snap, crackle, and pop. I mean, Facebook doesn't let you do shit.
No, it's always certain color, their color.
It's the same color, the same template, rather. And the only thing they let you do is have a profile photo and a front cover image.
If it's not the right pixels, it isn't going there.
And you know what? A YouTube channel is even more fussy about the size of their front cover, and it's blinding white. You know how much it bothers my eyes? I want to make it like a cream color or beige or better yet, black background with white letters.
For a short while, YouTube was trying to force me to use my real name. They finally got off of that and left me the F alone.
You know what?
Fuck alone. This is not censored. Let me the fuck alone. They were fucking with me, trying to change my real name over and over. They finally stopped. That was like a year or two ago.
YouTube, thank God, they'll let you use a company name or a stage name. Thank God they don't do that. But Facebook harasses people to use their real name now. You know?
They made me send in my license so they know my real name. And, you know, my screen name is for my protection. I don't want people looking me up that I don't really want knowing where I'm at, knowing my politics or my business.
You know, sometimes they you gotta watch. Yeah, you gotta watch with these a lot of these pages. You know, I've caught companies just like posting my address and cell phone number without my authorization. I had to go into the settings and I had to block a lot of things because I had all kinds of sleaze bags and lowlives posting anything they felt like posting on my profile and comments. And I don't want people to know my personal business. I don't want people to know my cell phone number. It's none of the damn business.
Hell no, that's none of their business.
You know, and Facebook keeps on bugging you to put your personal information there. And I think I know why, because they want to spam the hell out of your smartphone. You know, they want to send you every friggin' thing. It's nobody's business about my personal business, and the same thing with you. You don't, you know, if you want to use an alias, you have a right to use an alias.
The other thing that kills me is how many fake profiles are allowed on Facebook when they're going after real people like you and I. I've got a group. It's a heavy metal group called Exciter, Canadian thrash metal band. We've got an influx of Vietnamese people trying to join, like hundreds of them. And you know, it's one person that created all these profiles. Where's Facebook when you need them? Where's the police there when you need them? You know, it's up to us to police it. They don't do shit. Facebook doesn't do a thing.
Are these Vietnamese people that are joining in large numbers? Are they fans of heavy metal and this?
They're always young people that wouldn't even know this band. They're all, you could tell it. It seems obvious to me that it's one person creating all these Vietnamese profiles, and they're trying to get them in there for, I don't know, to spam the shit out of us.
I think that big-nosed Zionist son of a bitch, I think he has his spies out there, and you know, the Zionist motherfucker has his spies out there. I think there are more spies out there from not only Big Brother, but you know, social media. I think that it is very possible that the new flat screen TVs can be looking back at us.
Same thing with computer screens. I had a, when, you know, since I've been banned, people are adding me to groups. When I go to my groups page, I can't even look at it. I get an error on the browser, on the motherfucking browser, because people want to add me to 6 groups. So I have to go in my groups to try to see what's going on. And I'm in one group and it says, we've closed this group down because it's offensive. And then I went back the next day and it looks open. I don't know what they're up to.
Listen, one of the people on my friends list is a long time talk radio show host on the Progressive Radio Network. Her name is Evelyn Pringle, and she's being messed with by Facebook every day and every night. Censored, blocked, block this, block that, remove this, remove that. And she basically is on, it's owned by Gary Knoll, the famous Gary Knoll, Progressive Radio Network, and they basically expose just about everything that's wrong in our world and in our country today. And the stormtroopers are out there spying and censoring her because she's ruffling feathers. She's, you know, she does talk a lot about the underground pedophile ring that's going on.
That evil shit.
Yeah, like the perverted, very rich that are partaking in minors. And it could be stuff about, let's say, the Catholic Church and their shenanigans, and you know, it appears that the policy of Facebook is to be right wing.
Oh yeah,
because the right wing arranges it so people like Big Nose Eagle Beak Zuckerberg doesn't pay any taxes, and other rich people like him.
The thing about him, though, is the right wing is what did his people in. So, you know, it's kind of funny. He's embracing it now.
Yeah, why do you think Donald Trump it took him so long to say something about the KKK? Because these are the individuals that put him in office. They voted for him.
Exactly.
You know, he doesn't ruffle the feathers of those that elected him. That's why he's not coming forth like he should. And
yeah,
you know,
denouncing the racism like he should, because he's part of it.
Right, and denouncing. Now,
gotta focus, brother.
Yeah, the thing I love about, I know it's maybe it's Google's saboteur.
Oh yeah.
There I am. I'm back again. Or it could be, you know, just the nature of the bandwidth of the internet. You know, it's kind of like the weather. The thing I like about rock is that the lyrics express a lot of truth.
Yes, like War Pigs.
A lot of truth. And I just want to salute in the name of not just rock, but, you know, comedy, entertainment. I just want to say that I was always a huge fan of the intellect of Frank Zappa and George Carlin.
Yes.
They're both deceased, and they're way ahead of their time.
Bill Hicks, too. The late Bill Hicks. I loved him.
Yeah, I mean, as far as what they contributed with what they had to say and their intelligence and the things they said about the establishment in society. And, you know, like, of course, George Carlin's act was an educational experience, and the comments of Frank Zappa were also an educational experience.
I'm pretty sure I told you this before. I got to see George Carlin when I was 14 years old, a freshman in high school.
Oh, wow.
We snuck in to a place called the Mill Run Theater. They had a problem with the air conditioning, and people were outside, and we just walked right back in with them. It was when he was doing A Place for All My Stuff, and it was freaking awesome. It was life-changing for me. It kind of shaped the way I think today, even. I mean.
Wow. Yeah, George Carlin was definitely one of a kind, and I did a tribute to him on Progressive Discussions page. You know, he has his own album, and I put all of his banners there. You know, and
I have all of his recordings. I have a lot of his videos. He was supposed to play here in Chicago before his passing was untimely. They didn't expect it. He had a compromised heart from some years of cocaine addiction, which he was fortunate to beat, but it did damage to his heart long term.
Yeah. Also, the genius. I want to salute the genius that died too young, Rod Serling of the
oh my God, what a great mind!
The brilliant Twilight Zone episodes, brilliant, and it also was a launching pad for many careers, because you'll see. Yeah, you'll see. It's like the who's who of when they were young, all the stars. But I mean,
Night Gallery, that was trippy as well.
There were some scary ones there, like the old man fishing in the boat.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Oh yeah, and Trilogy of Terror with Karen Black.
Oh, she was awesome. God rest her soul.
You know,
the graduate of my high school, Maine East in Park Ridge. Karen Black. Hillary went there for a short while. George, who was it? Harrison Ford graduated from Maine East, and so did Rich Cause, who plays he does the.
I think Robin Williams was originally from Chicago. To be honest with you,
Svengoolie. That's what Rich Cause does in our town. Is Svengoolie a horror host?
Svengoolie?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, he's on the guy that's on cable. You mean?
So Karen Black, yeah, I love Trilogy of Terror. That was Dan. What was that guy's? Curtis? Dan Curtis. He produced those.
Yeah. Things. I love classic horror. I mean, even the cheap B movies of the 1950s. You know, I mean, I was telling my brother-in-law, Gee, they must have leased out or rented out Robbie the Robot to so many producers.
They had to make money.
The one that looked like a black Michelin man, Michelin tire. Robbie the Robot, yeah. He even appeared on Lost in Space. He kicked the Will Robinson's robot's ass, man. He beat him up.
Oh, I love that show, Lost in Space. Very.
You know, he was an asshole, Jonathan Harris, in real life. He was really
how shocking.
When he did the Comic-Cons and all that, and the Rocky Horror, whatever, you know, the conventions. He would tell people, well, you're gonna buy my photo. You're gonna waste my time. Where do you think I'm here? Here to do nothing. Oh, the pain! Oh, the pain!
So your character, Mr. Smith, wasn't that far off the mark, eh?
Oh, he was exactly like that. Oh, you bubble-headed booby.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, he was like that. But but even though you knew they were low budget, you enjoyed them. Same thing with the Honeymooners. You saw how low budget it was. You saw Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry's Star Trek, how low budget it was.
Man, love that. Great show.
It was low budget as hell, but you didn't care. Your
imagination carried you very far in those shows.
Absolutely. I mean, I know when I looked at the Honeymooners that was a mural in the background. It wasn't really a street, with cars, but you didn't, you didn't focus on it. It's like if a Nobel Prize winning scientist who's brilliant is speaking and they have a severe handicap, you're listening to their content. You're not even noticing their handicap. It's like if quality is before you, you don't look at petty things.
Well, they call that artistic license when we're talking about entertainment.
Yeah, but something, I think I'm going to send you a link if I could find it. I found a classic horror movie website. I think that that is a very good tie-in between heavy metal rock and horror. I think they both go together perfectly.
Where do you think Black Sabbath got their name? From the movie Black Sabbath.
Yeah. But it's tied in. The occult, horror movies, rock, progressive politics is also tied in because with the lyrics. But then again, I have a friend who's really into progressive rock, like the group Yes. And then I know people that are not, that don't care for it. I mean, some people like it. He says, well, the musicians were extremely talented.
Well, hey, before I forget, speaking of talented musicians, Walter Becker just passed away from Steely Dan. That's a love-hate band. Some people love him, some people hate him. He was only 67.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's young.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Oh, man. Who's that guy again? Oh, shit.
What band?
Rock and roll singers that had really funny sounding voices, but they still made a fortune.
Many.
Bob Dylan.
Yes, of course.
Oh, hey,
because of what he was singing about. What he wrote the songs about is really what carried his career.
Oh man, I had to change the station when I was a little kid when some guy named Anthony Newley started singing. Oh man, it was sick.
I don't remember his style.
Oh man, if you look him up on YouTube, you'll cringe. It's like, oh, this guy had connections. This guy knew a lot of people in Hollywood. There's no way. There's no way that he made it on sheer talent because he didn't have any. But anyway, I don't know if I got the chance to tell you about my vacation, but I I went to see I have a girlfriend in San Diego, and she drove her vehicle with me in the driver's in the passenger seat from San Diego to Cabo San Lucas, the whole entire length of the Baja Peninsula.
Oh,
it was 24 hours one way of driving, but we stood in resorts and for one night, and it was desert. We drove through the Sonora Desert, saw lots of cactus, turkey vultures, cute road runners. No, you know, they didn't go beep beep, by the way.
coyote?
No wily coyotes, no, but they're out there.
They're night.
Lizards, but a lot of, you know, the turkey buzzards, the vultures, they were smart. What they did was they hovered near the highway, the road.
Looking for roadkill.
And they were looking for roadkill. They would drag the roadkill off the highway to the side.
Chow down, man.
Smart.
It's the food chain. They're providing a service, cleaning up the highways.
And they eat carry-on. Not carry-on luggage. I mean dead things.
Yes.
They're dead, but they're carnivorous. Ooh, vegans. Ooh, you're probably shaking in your boots, in your vinyl boots.
Animals eating meat.
Ooh, yes. Turkey buzzards eat meat. Oh,
nature.
That means all you vegans have to exterminate all the turkey buzzards. All the vultures. I said to the Indian gentleman, I says, listen, I respect your culture and your religion. Just don't force it on other people.
Exactly.
I'm not going to take off, I'm not going to remove the banner depicting beef just because the cows are sacred in your country.
But pigs and chickens aren't, though, by the way.
They don't. Oh yeah, they kill chickens, right?
And pigs, so it's kind of hypocritical.
You know, in Indonesia, in Java, in Jakarta, on the island of Java, there's an annual chicken festival that had with a parade and everything, and I think it's great that somebody shows enough respect for the chicken and honoring the chicken. After God knows tens of thousands of years, we abuse the poor bird, and they deserve a holiday.
Yeah, all the eggs we take from them, the breasts we steal off of them,
the meat, everything. The poor chicken. I mean, chickens will eat any damn thing, just like a pig. Even worse, they could survive in any environment. When you think about it, they're amazing. And
yes.
You know what's most amazing? People don't realize that birds are the closest relatives to dinosaurs.
Wow.
Not reptiles, but in fact birds and T-Rexes and Velociraptors, they're closely related to the chicken.
Aren't sharks also, because they've been around so long?
Yeah, there were variations of well, look, they thought the coelacanth was extinct until they found one alive in the Indian Ocean.
Sharks are in danger because of this shark skin soup.
Shark skin soup and the fear of sharks.
Shark fin soup is like a delicacy, and I've saw that like sharks are being killed by the minute, a certain amount per day. Sharks serve a purpose in this world.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm pretty pissed off at the Japanese murdering all those dolphins in this bay every year, and the Chinese murdering intelligent, innocent dogs in the dog festival in that one city in I think it's in June. I think it's the June, it's around the first day of summer, and they murder all these dogs. They skin.
The dog tastes like.
They skin them alive. They torture them. They skin them alive.
They don't do anything humane in that festival.
They like things very freshly killed, even though it's torture. No, it's horrible. It's horrible. I just want to be. Well, the main purpose of the show was of course to show viewers that social media does have very hypocritical, fake, phony communities.
Shallow thinking. and never gives you a fair shake. It's never fair. It's always whatever they say goes, and that's that.
And that's that. And you know, we just had to get it off our chest because we were both victims of this phony, fake, hypocritical community standards that both of us were.
Yours was the worst, though, I've seen, Jimmy. That's really bad when they delete your profile over it.
Oh, the whole profile was deleted because of Charlotte Flair's nude selfie.
I mean, you didn't even have a picture of it, though. It was all, you know, a link to, you could not click on it if you didn't want to.
No, it was ratted out by that neoliberal Tom Nolan, the Hillary Clinton lover. He told somebody that he's on a mission. He feels that he's on a mission to fight and eliminate all of the low-life undesirables of society. Now, in other words, he's a fake progressive liberal, because if he was a true liberal, a true progressive, he wouldn't be acting like a zealot evangelical religious nut. You know, trying to stop nudity.
Yeah, well, we were born nude, by the way, and you know, they just clothed us when we died, but underneath all these clothes, we're all quite nude. I don't know what the big shame of it all is.
When these zealots take a shower, aren't they also nude?
Yeah, exactly. You
know, unless they, you know, I'm sure they're not going into the shower with a tux, just like the Monopoly man with a tuxedo. You know, but what was I going to mention about food? Oh, I had a Bavarian pork shank from the local Polish market.
Nice.
It was very good and very tender, and I had. I still need to get my usual 5 pounds of freshly made kielbasa, and I go to Aldi's too, and I get things there.
Me too.
I want to show you. I bought several of them because this particular dollar store. I just want to make a point about how unique dollar stores can be. All right, I'm going to show you. I got several of them.
Yeah, they pop up all over the place. They're kind of like, in this country, Walgreens are everywhere, so are dollar stores.
Yeah.
Dollar stores are good for greeting cards. That's what I found. I go there
for a lot of things.
But I'm looking forward to these 3 more days, and I'll be back on Facebook. My 385 followers will be happy to see me again and get back in my groups and see what shenanigans have been going on since I've been gone.
Okay, I'm back. Now, for those of you that are not into mysticism, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But on the show that I watch every Saturday, Zach Bagans of Ghost Adventures and the Dead Files, this Catholic priest, and I don't know if he was an archbishop or not. He was an exorcist. He accompanied the crew to the actual exorcist house in St. Louis, Missouri, which spawned the book by William Peter Blatty and the movie with Linda Blair. He says that they use St. Benedict medallion.
Right.
It is a big one made of metal. It is not plastic. It is pretty decent weighted metal. A big fancy St. Benedict medallion, which they use in exorcisms, okay? And I got several of these. And then for you people that know about Indian and Middle Eastern culture, I got the I don't know what to call it, the Hansa or the Ham. It's the hand with the blue eye in the middle.
Nice.
All right, and it says here, good luck, and then it's supposed to keep away the evil eye. And it's also metallic. It's also steel. So for $1 each, I know I'm not going to see these things ever again. So I grabbed like a half a dozen of each.
Nice.
Right, and I got 2. I got some here for me and my mom. I gave some away to relatives. my sister, my brother-in-law. You know, I just want to say that don't laugh and put down dollar stores. Definitely check them out.
Something for you.
Hey, I was getting all my Wilkinson sword razor blades from this $1 store. They normally go for $5 for 5. Well, it was $1, you know. But anyway, yeah, definitely. If you're, are you into craft beer? Are you into like heavy duty?
I don't drink as much as I used to, but I enjoy a good craft beer over anything like a.
Yeah.
We call Budweiser's butt wipers where I come from.
I'm sure Illinois, I'm sure the Chicago area has some micro breweries also.
Plus the ones from Michigan are quite good. Founders and also Bell's, those are really good ones.
You ever try Great Lakes Brewery? Great Lakes, Edmund Fitzgerald Porter I tried one time.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Great Lakes. I don't know if I've tried them, but where are they based out of? Like Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, no, I haven't had any. They don't make it this far out.
But now that the Liney Google, whatever the hell it's called, commercial.
Miller owns them now.
They're in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, but Miller bought them quite a few years ago.
Oh shit! I hope they don't contain chemical additives now.
Well, they have a lot of those berry beers and lemonade beers, which are, to me, for women. I don't drink berry.
They have watermelon beer. They have flavored. They call it summer shanty or whatever the hell.
Thanks. If I want lemon in a beer, I'll get a Weiss beer and put a wedge of lemon in it.
Well, when I was in Baja, I tried Dos Equis lager for the first time, and to be honest with you, it was great. It was the best tasting Mexican beer. I have to be honest.
In Mexico, the German brewmeisters went to Mexico and taught them how to make beer. The average Mexican beer is better than the American beer. You know, Corona is like old style in Mexico.
Well, Corona is owned by Modelo. Negro Modelo and Modelo especially.
Butt wipers.
Huh?
Budweiser, butt wipers merged with Modelo. They own them now.
They own Modelo?
Yes.
Fucking monopoly.
Yeah, they also merged with Coors Miller. Merged with Budweiser.
7 o'clock.
What was that?
My clock telling me it's 7.
I thought maybe we had a new guest on the show.
Well, anyway, I do have to sign off shortly.
Yes. Hey, I gotta eat, man. I'm hungry, and I have to go to the bank.
You're eating a late supper, but you look well. That vacation must have done you well.
It was quite exhausting. It was a wild Indiana Jones adventure.
Had to be exhilarating though, with the right woman.
Yeah, no, it was. There was a lot of positive aspects.
Good.
This wild adventure. The only scary part, there were 2 scary parts. Number 1, driving through the Sonora Desert with no Wi-Fi or cell phone signal at all.
You break down, yeah.
Right, exactly. Second is the winding, sharp mountain roads.
Oh yeah.
With no railing.
I drove on the crookedest road, Bloody Doyle, in San Francisco when I was 21. So yeah, I'm familiar with winding roads.
You know, like roads where if you go off, you're in deep trouble.
You're dead, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Those kind of mountain roads. So, well, other than that, it was wonderful. And
being on Progressive Discussions again, I appreciate the platform to rat out the rats at Facebook.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, my girlfriend is a moderator on Progressive Discussions, Natalia Rodriguez.
Nice. I'll look for her.
Yeah, say hi. She's the one that I went to Cabo San Lucas with.
I'll add her as friends as soon as I'm allowed.
Oh yeah, you're 2 days away from being back, right?
3.
I'm still going to ponder the idea of how someone else's actions, how you are punished for someone else's actions. I still can't understand that.
There's another website I want to mention called FU. I'm posting it. There's a lot of freedom there. Not a lot of technology yet. They're working on it, but that's a fun place too. And it's FU, the letters.
Yeah.
I am posting It just like it sounds phonetically, and it's a lot of fun there. I've never been banned from there. I've never been reported there.
Well, I mean, look at the title of the website.
I have received a couple of friendly warnings. Hey, don't post that in the public. Make a group. I could dig it. So,
yeah.
But anyway, James, get to your dinner.
Yeah.
It's late.
Yeah, it's great. It's great doing a show with you and seeing you again. And you'll be back in the saddle very soon.
I'll be posting something to let everyone know I'm back, brother.
Yes, and
Have a great Labor Day. We earned it, man, with our blood, sweat, and tears, man.
Labor,
the world.
Labor Day weekend is the unofficial ending of summer, and I will end it with a little autumn limerick. When the weather is hot and sticky, that is no time for Dunkin' Dicky. But when the frost is on the pumpkin, that's the time for Dickie Duncan.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. All right. Well, I'll catch you in cyberspace.
Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.